You want me to get the door?
Yeah. Mommy, what is Ella wearing?
I put her shirt on backwards. Oops. Okay, go ahead.
What is it? Oh. Can I go?
Okay, good morning and welcome to Teal House Farm. I am approximately 8,000 weeks pregnant. We have a doctor's appointment today. And then I think we're going to be giving this baby an eviction notice. Because it's...
Let me see. Because it's mine. Mommy packed me my lunch.
Yep.
Mommy, do me. Hello, welcome to Teal Farm. Lexi's eating grass, and the chickens are just playing in the pen. Mommy, did you have chocolate milk?
So anyway, we're gonna leave here actually probably about 30 minutes, but the little girls and I real quick are going to check our elderberry plants because I think it's probably about picking time. But I didn't net them this year, so there really may not be very much out there. It's okay. I kind of just figured I wouldn't, with the time that they were going to be blooming, I wouldn't really have the time to deal with them. And it's, elderberry is cool, but to me it's less important than like the vegetables and things that we need to can. So we're gonna see if there's anything left, and if we do, we'll freeze them and maybe make some syrup this winter. But
Mommy, can I give
then Annie and I are heading out for our appointments, and we'll see if this baby is ever gonna come out. You can see most of them picked up. We're just gonna go ahead and pick these. We actually had a considerable amount more than I thought. I thought we were gonna get like nothing. So we're just gonna leave these in the bag, go to our appointment, and then when I get home, we'll comb all the berries off with a pick and just freeze them, because elderberry syrup is only good for like a month in the fridge, and so I'm not gonna make it until we are closer to winter. Okay, we are done. Baby looks great and big and still not ready to come out, so if he doesn't come soon, he's got an eviction notice for next week, which I am okay with. So Annie did a good job at the chiropractor, and we got a special treat from the store. And now we are going to go back home and take care of those elderberries and see what the girls have been up to. Alright, we are finally back home. We actually had to make a stop at the hardware store and buy a new air conditioner because our window unit in our bedroom gave out. We knew it was going out, so that wasn't not much of a surprise, but kind of hoped it would last a few more weeks and then we would buy an air conditioner in the fall when they were on clearance. But it officially died today, and so went ahead and replaced it because it's supposed to be 100 degrees or more every day this week, and I am not doing that this pregnant. I need to be able to cool off to sleep. So did that, and then we came home. Gonna go ahead and pick these elderberries off. So in the last year, I used a hair pick to comb them off, and it actually works pretty well. But these are so sparse, some of these, because the birds have had at them, that I think I'd probably end up with more twigs than berries in the bin here. And the twigs are supposedly kind of can be poisonous if you have too many of them, so you need to be careful and make sure that your elderberries are picked off. So after we do this, we're going to go through and pick out the twigs too. But you can always tell when your elderberries are ready. So first they turn purple. They starts as a big white flower. It looks kind of like Queen Anne's lace, except it's huge and on a tall plant. And then those turn into little green. There's some right there on this one. They turn into little green berries, and then they ripen purple. But just when they turn purple, they still have some ripening to do. They actually get bigger and plumper, so as soon as they start turning purple, they are not ready. And I can kind of always tell when they're ready based on when the birds start eating at them. Because when the birds know, we know, right? So this is a really good one. Those are nice, big, juicy looking berries. Last year we made elderberry jelly. I'll link that up above if you wanted to try that on your own. It's delicious. It has almost like a blueberry flavor to it. It's really good. But I'm guessing that the antioxidant benefits of the elderberries are lost when you're adding, 60 million cups of sugar to make jelly. So it's more of just a fun treat than it is health food. So these elderberries we're going to pick off, and then I'm going to rinse them, go through, pick out all the twigs, and I'm going to spread them out on a cookie sheet and put in our freezer for a day, and then dump those into a Ziploc type bag to hang out in our deep freeze until this winter and make elderberry syrup. The idea with elderberry syrup is that you take, I think it's a tablespoon a day, and it just helps give your immune system a boost, make you more resistant to infections and better at fighting off infections when they do come. It's not going to be a cure-all. You will still get sick. But anything that gives you a boost is a great thing. Can help prevent some, simple colds, or maybe even keep the flu away, or get you at least more prepared to handle it if you get it. We'll start making it probably, after Halloween, especially around having it available to us around Thanksgiving and Christmas would be good, because you're seeing people you don't see all the time. People are traveling. I think it's a lot more likely that people are spreading the sniffles and other things. And I won't say the big C word so that I don't get zapped by YouTube and demonetized, but you know what I'm saying. So we're going to put these in the freezer and save them for a time when we're more likely to be around things that could make us sick, so our immune systems are more prepared. Now it's especially important for Annie, who has a lot of other medical issues. She gets sick a lot easier than the other girls, and she stays sick longer, and unfortunately any sickness, even just a cold, can be a trigger for seizures for her, so we have to be really careful. Yes? You're gonna help me? Speaking of Annie, okay, we're taking the berries off and we're putting them in the bucket.
Why? Why?
Because we're gonna make jelly out of them. Don't get the green ones, we just want the purple. So we'll be here for a while doing this. This is actually more time intensive. Now you know why when you buy elderberries on Amazon they are so expensive. Because it takes a really long time. And you have to be really careful about these little delicate twigs. You really don't want them mixed in. So
let's get
we will make a video on how to do the syrup, but that'll be a couple months. Check out the jelly video if you want to see something delicious to do now.
Oh, I'll get the syrup.
No, not that kind of syrup. We're going to make this into syrup later.
Can I put this in the syrup?
If you're interested in harvesting elderberries, they do grow wild in a lot of the Midwest. Just make sure you know exactly what you're looking for, because there are some lookalikes. One of them is called the Devil's Walking Stick, which is not poisonous, but it's not elderberry. And also, always be careful of the pokeberries, but they do look, I feel like, considerably different. But know what you're doing, or take somebody who does. so that nobody gets hurt. So Annie and I are gonna finish this. We will have a baby one day, very soon.
One day?
Maybe in one day. What about tonight?
Oh yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for liking. Don't forget to...
Wait. And we'll see you next time.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks so much for watching. What do we say? Don't forget.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
And we'll see you next time. Good job.